get the Jamovi, we can do the SPSS. Okay.
Yes, SPSS, it's not like they teach us from at the master's level. Once we start doing some kind of a paper, then only we use SPS for any statistical analysis. Other than that, we are not taught হাতে ধরে যে SPSS এইভাবে ইউজ করতে হয়।
Otherwise, can you go for the Excel for the this course?
Excel and SPSS both can be used.
Hmm.
এক্সেলটা তো আরো বেসিক ছোটখাটোর জন্য, বাট এসপিএসএস এর নলেজটা তো ইম্পর্টেন্ট।
Hmm. No, because the students are afraid to use the multivariate modeling. They are thinking if it is okay by the Excel and maximum correlation. They are not interested for factor analysis, cluster analysis. They are not. That is the problem here. But if you get the very good student, then you will find out. But here the students are happy only for the univariate and the bivariate modeling. That is the main problem. We want to teach the multivariate, but students are not ready.
ট্রাই করে দেখুন, মানে যদি we can start from bivariate and then move on to multivariate in the same course if that is possible.
Hmm. We'll try.
Yes, sir.
Main factor is COVID. After the COVID, many students they have dropped.
That is true.
And they are thinking, what is the utility for learning this thing, this thing, this thing? That is the main problem. I do not know what happens. But still, we find some of the good students. Okay. Uh, Good evening, students. Today, we will learn AI-based classification of workers in safety consciousness. In the context of safety consciousness, workers do not behave uniformly. Even under the same rules and training, their responses differ due to variations in awareness, motivation, and internalized values. Using a Rabindra's psychotherapy lens, workers can be classified into three categories. Murto means concrete, Rag means emotional, relational, and Saraswat, that is the wisdom oriented. Artificial intelligence can strengthen this classification by analyzing behavioral patterns, compliance data, and psychological indicators. Murto workers, they are classified as the concrete level safety consciousness. Murto workers operate at the most visible and rule bound level of safety. Their behavior is guided primarily by external control, such as supervision, penalties, or immediate instructions. Characteristics: they follow safety rules only when monitored. Limited understanding of the why behind safety, react to hazards rather than anticipate them safety seen as a task, not a value. For example, in a power plant, a worker wears a helmet only when the supervisor is present. AI-enabled CCTV detects inconsistent PPE usage, high compliance during inspection hours, low otherwise. This pattern classifies the role the worker as Murto. So, what is the role of AI? AI's role, computer vision, identifies compliance gaps. Time-based pattern analysis shows dependency on supervision and flags high-risk individuals for basic training and monitoring. So here you have understood that is the Murto-dominated worker. They will follow the rules for safety, just as a machine. So when the supervisor is present, at that time, the workers can follow the rules. RAG workers, emotion driven safety consciousness. RAG workers have moved beyond mere compliance. Their safety behavior is influenced by emotions, group belongingness, and interpersonal relationships. They follow safety because they care about colleagues and social approval. Their characteristics, they are motivated by team norms and peer influence, show concern for co-workers' safety, respond well to group-based interventions, safety linked with emotional engagement. For example, a worker reminds a colleague to wear gloves not because of rules, but out of concern. You might get hurt. AI analysis of incident reports and peer feedback shows this worker actively participates in safety discussions and interventions because they are guided by the emotion part. Okay. So, what is the role of artificial intelligence? That is the natural language processing and analysis because it analyzes the communication patterns, safety meetings, reports, etc. Social network analysis identifies influences in teams, suggests group based training or safety leadership roles. Next is Saraswat workers. They are wisdom oriented safety consciousness. Saraswat workers represent the highest level of safety consciousness, where safety becomes an internalized value and reflective practice. Their behavior is guided by insight, foresight, and ethical responsibility. Characteristics anticipate risk before they arise, integrate safety into decision making naturally, act as mentors and safety leaders. Safety is a personal and organizational philosophy. It is their characteristics. The example in a thermal plant, a Saraswat worker notices a minor vibration anomaly in a machine and reports it before it escalates. AI predictive maintenance data aligns with this observation, confirming early risk detection. This worker consistently demonstrates proactive safety thinking. AI role. Predictive analytics aligns human observations with machine data, identifies high-level decision patterns and foresight, recommends such workers for advanced role, for example, safety mentors, trainers, etc. Integrating artificial intelligence with the three-level model. AI does not replace human judgment. It augments classification by providing continuous objective data. That is, Murto leads to RAG transition, AI-driven nudges, reminders and reinforcement systems. RAG leads to Saraswat transition, insight-based training, reflective learning modules, and Saraswat development, leadership identification, and strategic safety roles. This creates a dynamic developmental model rather than a fixed classification. Conclusion: the Murto Rag Saraswat classification offers a psychologically rich framework for understanding safety consciousness. Artificial intelligence enhances this framework by making classification data driven, continuous, and actionable. In practical terms, Murto ensures basic compliance. So, be clear about the differences between three types of people. Murto ensures basic compliance. Rag builds safety culture through the relationships. So when you want to develop the team for the safety culture development, then you can involve the people who are in Rag layer. Saraswat creates sustainable safety wisdom. So if you want to train the Murto layer people or the Rag layer people, then you can motivate the Saraswat dominated workers. An effective safety system should not aim to control Murto workers alone, but to evolve all workers toward Saraswat consciousness, where safety is no longer imposed but lived. So this is the model for classification of workers into three categories and what will be the role of AI. Now I am requesting Farah. Farah, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Uh, Now you please present our classification, this cluster analysis in Jammu.
So I don't have data.
No, we have the report. Na? We have the report, and there you can find out the classification. Just to show the table, I am
Okay, sir.
going to explain.
So which report can you
Any
please?
whatever the
PPT.
data you have now,
Okay.
PPGCL.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sir. I'm sure. Please go ahead.
হ্যাঁ শ্যামাশ্রী তুমি এই পদ্ধতিতে কিন্তু তোমার টিচারদের বা স্টুডেন্টদেরকেও ক্লাসিফাই করতে পারো
Yes, sir. Sir, can you please make me host?
Yes, I am making you host.
Sir, can you see
Yeah, you go maybe chapter 4.
chapter 4 again?
No, no, you go to chapter 4, not the 4, sorry, 6.
Sir, this one?
Okay. Now here we can find out some of the parameters. Okay. So we have collected the data based upon the psychological safety consciousness domains. So several variables are there like core safety compliance, psychological well-being, team climate, change adaptability, organizational safety, empowerment, decision making, work ethics, precision, physical work environment and hygiene, communication and conflict handling. So these are the domains, and there are 100 items. They are in like a type of 5 point summated rating scale. Now go below. I have tested the reliability of each domain. Uh, Now go below. Now it is my purpose to classify the workers. Here the number of workers is 493. So 493 workers will be classified into three categories. That is the main purpose. Okay. The first category, that is the green. Green is the in Saraswat layer, and the yellow they are in Rag layer, and the red they are in Murto layer. So what I have done, I have used the principal component analysis in order to reduce the domain. So this is the domain. Now here you can find out the green. 75 people were identified as the green, and their score across all the domains are highest in comparison with the other group. Okay. So how we classified them? Now you go below. This is the ANOVA. I have noted the significant differences. You go below. Now here you can find out the centroid. So these are the centroid. The green group 1.350, yellow group minus 0.03, red group minus 0.59. Okay. So you have noted that is the green group in identified. Based upon the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Based upon the 9 domains. Okay. Yellow also the 262 people, and red is 156 people. And here you can find out the centroid of safety consciousness. Now, this thing is possible by the artificial intelligence. Okay. So initially, we have to do the statistical calculation, have to develop the model, and we have to train the computer with this model. Then we can classify the people into these three categories: red, yellow, and the green. So this is the final centroid data. And here you have noted that is all the greens, they are above the axis. Okay. And the red and yellow, red, specifically red, they are below, except only one domain. So this is the bar plot. Now the model validity, you have to test the model validity by using the linear discriminant function. Now go below. So this is the LD1 and LD2. So this is the linear discriminant loadings for each variable. Now go below. This is the classification matrix. That means 68 people were identified as green. So that means 91% corrected. Okay. Similarly, yellow. RPRIT code is yellow, and the linear discriminant function also indicates they are yellow. So 98% correction. Similarly, in case of the red, RPRIT code identified these people, these 128 people, and also the linear discriminant function also suggested that they are the red. So 82% correct classification is there. Okay. And based upon the correct classification, we can tell that is our results. So 96.6% of the correct classification overall. Okay. So this is all about the model. Now, if we can feed this model to the computer, then computer can easily identify one worker as whether this worker is loaded with green or yellow or red. Okay. So based upon that, the company can make the decision for the training of human resources. Okay. I think now it is clear to all of you. Okay. Now, thank you, Farah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Shamasri, is it clear to you?
Yes,
Or
sir.
any question? Okay. সানডেতে আমাদের একটা প্রোগ্রাম আছে তোমার ড্রপ আউটের উপরে, যদি পারো একটু শুনতে এসো। প্রফেসর পার্থিতা ম্যাডাম উইল বি দ্য চেয়ারপারসন।
হ্যাঁ স্যার ট্রাই করছি।
ওকে, গুড নাইট টু অল অফ ইউ। গুড নাইট।